about to get the big one underway on LVFL Grand Final Day. Pyramid Hill taking on Calivil United. Let's get into it.
First kick out of the pack goes towards the Pyramid Hill boys with a strong mark taken at centre half back by Stephen Dean. We've just been speaking about him on the out towards the top keeper's box wing as the ball's tossed back into play. Morris reaches over the back of the pack. It's taken by Pyramid out of the pack, bang down towards our commentary position wing. Pocket, I should say. It bounces on its end before defender Brad Allen can get only half a minute gone in this first quarter.
Deep in the forward pocket for Pyramid Hill. Can they do something with it? Trying to bring it out. Calivil United couldn't break through. Clear though across half back. Numbers are with Pyramid Hill. They still try to work hard, but in the end, good hands by Matt said. Ross, he got it up towards half forward, but the numbers are with Pyramid Hill, and big Al Morris comes in. He's got the footy. Centre wing, the big man. He uploads up towards centre half forward. They'll fly in a pack. Up they go. No mark though. Umpires called play on. A chance for Dean. He went up and went down just as quick. The ball will come back. Centre wing.
So Smith, the captain for Calivil. Pyramid, nicely done. Going round on an arc was Altus. Gets it up towards the wing. Can it be gathered here by Calivil's? Up there is Gibbon for the Pyramid Hill boys. The ball's tossed back into play, taken by Calivil. That's okay. Nice little handball over the top there was taken by Lloydie Maxted. They go forward. Calivil up towards the forward zone. Diving attempt at the mark didn't come off. The Pyramid Hill defence will work out, but it's a badly directed kick, and the kick has been marked there by Glenn Schultz for Calivil on the half-forward line.
Schultz goes up to centre-half forward. Loose player for Calivil United. Coming in to take the mark will be Aaron Demio, and he has the football for Calivil United. Now kicking against the strong wind, so there's got a bit of work to do. He gets underneath the kick. It's long. It's coming back. The wind has brought it right back. Touched on the line, and it'll go through for 2006 Grand Final on the Harvey Norman scoreboard at the 2-minute mark. Calivil lead by 1 point.
Kicked off by Pyramid Hill. Chance out there for a mark to be taken by the Pyramid Hill boys. Flying high there was Carmody. Couldn't bring it in, but they will work it down the scoreboard wing. Bringing it to ground on that occasion was Stephen Blake. Brings it to ground and is batted over the line to be tossed back into play right in front of the big Loddon Valley Football League flag fluttering there from its flagpole on the outer side. So
it's Winscombe will go up against Morris, centre wing. Morris runs to the front. Can he win it? Tries to get it over the back of the pack too. They go at ground level, forced up towards half forward. Calivil got the numbers if they control it. They can't. The ball to roll over. No rough stuff whatsoever.
No, it's been pretty well and trying to give their teammates the best opportunity.
Cal will go into attack. It's across the half-forward line. It's picked up by Pyramid, back towards that half-forward line, right in front of the timekeeper's box. Not clear. The player with a head over the ball was well done by Pyramid. Spitting out of a tackle there was Altus for Pyramid Hill. The ball's lost. It was knocked from his grasp. It's in dispute again. Pyramid Hill player taken to the ground. On that occasion was James Marcazani. And the free kick, will it go to Calivil? I fancy it will.
Well,
he had too long in possession, and off and running now is Lloydie Maxted.
Yes, Maxted's the dominant at the moment. Lloyd Maxted goes into the middle. Loose ball there. Clomo can get there first for the Calivil United side. They've got the numbers in through. Now forced out towards Maxted. He goes long up towards half forward. Scoreboard side of the ground. Can't take it though. At ground level they fight for the footy. Calivil United work hard in the forward pocket. A chance for Fremantle. He runs onto it and puts it straight through the middle. Calivil got the first goal.
Ball will be tossed up in the middle. Tossed a million miles into the air. Morris gets a hand onto it. It comes down to ground level. Now the Pyramid Hill boys can go back into attack. Wobbly old kick looking out here for James. He gets onto the ball. Teammate put on the Shepherd has gone to ground heavily, but James's kick goes into the hot spot up towards full forward, waiting at ground level, but a bit slow on the recovery there was Winscombe, couldn't quite grasp it. Taken by Morris though. He's going to have a ping out from goal about 40 metres. Flyers needed. Comes to the back of the pack. Runs over towards the goal line. In fact, has hit the
front play before the ball came in. A Pyramid Hill player went down. I think it might be Peter Bird. And he'll receive a free kick. Did you see, Andrew, why the free kick was there?
I think the big Matthew Winscombe just threw him out the way and, just goes the free kick away there.
Well, dangerous in a grand final. Bird will kick from around 25 metres out on a 45-degree angle. He can bring up Pyramid Hill's first goal for the Bulldogs at the minute mark. He comes, Peter Burke can grab that. The players get back and have a look at it. It's gone through for a minor score. So 1 point to Pyramid Hill. Calivil United.
Blake, very experienced player, as we were discussing in the pre-match. He's going to kick it out. Well, he won't bring it out our end. It's a wobbly old kick. It's okay, though. It's been marked by the coach, Max, said. He's marked it in the back pocket. It'll go further afield. Taken by Blake again, who may be running up from fullback. Ball's in dispute. There's a bit of blue as the ball's been forgotten about. It's actually gone out of bounds. They've run from everywhere, and there's a little bit of a, how do you do, on the half-forward line on the outer side of the ground.
Peter Bird got stuck into Steve Blake there, but the kick's coming back to Bird.
So Bird's got the football. Standing on the mark is Max.
I guess he's pretty lucky to get the free kick, Richard.
Yep, standing the mark is, well, it'll be Stephen Blake, as there's the kick on its way, waiting at the back of the pack. Chance for Pyramid Hill, just couldn't quite get the handle on the football, and that play on that occasion was Ben Altus, just couldn't quite get onto it, and it's over the line or for a boundary throw.
So the umpire throws it back in. Big Alan Morris went up, but the numbers are with Calivil United. Ross Maxted got it down there towards Smith. Smith with the footy now, takes it up towards half back for Calivil United. Again, the Bulldogs with the numbers, smothered off the boot. Great work by Lloyd. Maxted across half back, had it, then lost it. A chance for Pyramid Hill to bring the ball down deep into attack, but the numbers are with Calivil United. And Steve Dean relieves the pressure with a good mark at full back.
So he's kicked it out towards the outer side, the back pocket. Chance there for a bouncing defender in the person of Jared Smith, and he bounces up the outer side wing. Still in Calivil's possession as they go up into the forward line, looking for Richardson. Came out, couldn't grab the mark. Pyramid Hill under all sorts of stress up in that back half. They will come away with the football now, bring it down the outer side, but no one home for them. And taking a mark clearly out in front of his body was the player there in Winchcombe.
Yeah, the big ruckman. He's been okay too, Richard. He's gone deep into the forward pocket, but the numbers are with the Bulldogs. No, coming in to take a good mark, Lloyd Maxted. He's got the mark. He went to ground too, just on attacking 50. The left-hand side. He goes long now into the goal face. They go up. No mark. Umpire calls them to play on. It's in the goal square for Calivil United. They fight over the top of the footy. Big Alan Morris is back there too. In the end, it'll be forced through for a minor score. No, they've got the numbers in the back pocket, and bringing it out will be Gillett. He can bring it out towards half back.
Well, he gives it over to Greenwood, who had looked for a handball further across his half-back line. Now that's okay. They've brought it further down the line towards James, and he's marked it on the wing. Huge crowd behind him.
Yes.
Creating the backdrop as he goes now back more into midfield. That's okay. A good pass there has been picked out by Scott. So Scott goes on further. Well, the player's got a paddock here for Pyramid Hill. If he can get around on the... well, he can't get around a kick. He tried to get it to Bird. And in the end, it didn't come off. It's taken there by Allen for Calivil. He kicks up towards the half-forward line, but nicely spoiled there on that occasion by Fawcett for the
United. And at the moment, the Calivil United 1-1, Pyramid Hill 1 point. Ball back into play now, centre wing. They've got a chance. Pyramid Hill, the Bulldogs, centre wing with the football. Look one way, then go the other. And then they bring it down through Carmody. Gets it onto the boot, long into the pocket. Flyers need it. Off players' hands. And
one clear goal lead to the Demons from Calivil. Up they go. Punch was attempted by Blake, clear of the pack. It's scattered by the Pyramid boys. Here's a chance. Ping on goal. It's wide. It's handsome, and it's missed a whole lot. And the play.
And that's there, Andrew.
Didn't quite nail it, really, did he?
No, he did have more time, you're right. So the ball back into the position at the hot spot at centre half forward. Now kicked forward, but getting back to take the mark for Calivil United. You're impressed with their back line. Steve Brake takes it. He goes out towards half back, and he can find Richards. Richards across half back for Calivil United. He bangs it onto the boot and sends it down towards centre wing too. At the back of the pack there will be Demio. Can he run onto it? Over in the football. A chance with the Bulldogs. They work hard across centre wing too. Coming into play and working hard for the footy down there was Scott. Had it, then the ball might.
We'll toss it back right in front of the double-storey coach's box over there as the ball comes back into play. Can it be gathered here by Big Winchcombe? He's offloaded by Morris. Spills loose. Chance of it be brought round the corner on that occasion by Fawcett. Brings it into the middle of the ground. Southern's lurking. He can't get a possession for the Pyramid Hill boys. It comes up into the middle of the ground. It's just travelled the required 15 metres. That's okay because Calivil United have got the ball in the true centre of the park. Off and running now for Calivil is Schultz. With the headband on, they'll boot it along into the forward zone in a hot spot. Player rushes across the front, trying to take the spillage. Didn't come off. Now it will be gathered by the Pyramid Hill boys, and forced it will be. They'll bring it back down. Not a well-directed kick. Chance there for it to be gathered by Climo for Calivil. Can't quite gather it. An awkward bounce in the windy conditions. Still a butter up okay. Back it comes towards Calivil. That's okay to Doolin. Goes on the right boot up and towards the forward pocket. And eventually I think the ball might elude all of them, go out of bounds. No, it's still in play, Wallace.
It is now. It rolls over. Just the umpire throws it back in right in front of the scoreboard. Double fist by big Alan Morris too to get it down. And shot at goal will go through for mine and score. I'll just get this young bloke to sit down for it.
We kicked off by Pyramid Hill. They'll go straight down the middle of the ground with the use of the wind. Trying to aim for Morris. It's batted away from that player. Around on his left boot for Calivil goes Demio, Aaron Demio. Into the forward pocket they go. The Pyramid defenders might bring it away. They do on this occasion. Little pass is good. And it's found James out there. His pass is good as well. Marcazani's got it. He goes on the right boot, gives it by hand. Wobbly old kick into the forward line. Almost collected one-handed there by Pyramid Hill. Working hard at ground level though is Smith for Calivil. Gets the handball away. It comes out towards Nick Marcazani, but the umpire
plays away shooting that goal.
So the ball brought back into play after all that. They did actually play advantage there, and it wasn't a great advantage to the Bulldogs. And I'm just letting the umpire know, gee, Peter Bird's been in absolutely everything in this game, and he just got stuck into a player on the ground too, and now they're into it again. He's, you mentioned him before the game as a live wire. You're right, Andrew, because there's been a lot happening. Free kick out of all this. The player to come up with the footy is Ross Maxted, of course, the coach of Calivil. He goes towards half-back and he can find his player in Glenn Richardson. Richardson with the football goes into the middle of the Midi Ammo football ground this afternoon. They're in trouble, I think, in this game. Calivil started very well, picked up quickly by Demio. Demio for Calivil United goes up towards Fremantle. He goes out in front, had it, lost it, then still got a bit of work to do. They work hard across half forward. Calivil getting in there, Wayne Blake too. He bangs it on the boot in towards the forward pocket, outer end of the ground, but coming away with it will be Gavin James for the Bulldogs.
Well, his kick's good into James Marcazani in the true middle of the park. We played 16 minutes in this first quarter, so Pyramid Hill better put the speed machine on, and that pass is good because Chilcott has come out and marked it about 35 metres out from goal, kicking from an angle from the outer side of the ground, so Chilcott's got it. And I would say at this period of the first quarter, Andrew, he's better nail this one because they're not looking too enterprising with the use of the wind.
No, they haven't used the wind very smartly at all, and Bust Alford will be fuming at this. They haven't used it at all. They've had a little bit of play, and Chilcott here, you know, Centurion goal kicker at, I think it was in the GV League, and he should be able to should put this through if he's worth his money.
In comes Chilcott now, kicks towards goal, looks pretty good off the boot. He's got it. He's got it. That's the first goal for Pyramid Hill. And so Chilcott nails their first one to the great.
Been trying to rough up Peter Bird, but Peter Bird's been absolutely splendid for Pyramid Hill side, give him a lot of bite and a lot of use, and so is James Marciani.
Well, he's been in everything, Peter Bird, like salt and pepper. A ball chipped out towards centre wing, though. Calivil United with the numbers, taking it out. Evan Ralph bangs it onto the boot. Nobody there, though. They'll see this throw-in take place.
So they go. Winchcombe reaches from behind the pack for Calivil. Comes down to ground level, taken away on that occasion by Evan Ralph, the assistant coach, up towards centre half forward. Little spillage from the football wasn't kind for Calivil, and it will be locked up at centre half back for the Pyramid Hill side. Going in there for the possession was Smith for Calivil, but it's the Pyramid Hill boys who've got it, and they'll go out towards the outer side. Running onto the football on that occasion is Fawcett, and he'll bring the ball back in towards half forward for the Dogs.
Three lazy bounces, make it four. Fawcett's played okay too. He'll go long now, the centre half forward. Calivil United have got the numbers back though. Blake comes out cleverly. He got it forward of the pack, looking for Noonan. They can take it out towards centre wing, but coming in and getting a very high tackle there. A player to get that, Richard, was Scott with the footy now. It was a high tackle. No one disputed that. He goes down looking for the previous goal kicker in Chilcott. Whistle on play. And the free kick will be going to Calivil United. Is anyone going back to take it? Yes, there is. The player coming back, Lachlan Ralph, in the back pocket for Calivil United at the 18-minute mark of this first LVFL Grand Final.
Chilcott thought he had the kicks. Ralph wasn't too sure, but the umpire knew he was giving it to Ralph as they work it up into the middle of the ground, the Demons. Giving it away by hand was Aaron Demio. Very quick a handball. Player running past couldn't take it, and so there will be a free kick to the Bulldogs. It's got to go back. It was marked at centre half forward for Pyramid Hill by Southern, but it'll have to go back and will be brought back again from that position. The umpire wasn't happy that they were kicking it over the mark. Gillett with the football. He'll go in towards that player who did lead, and now he's got it officially in Corey Southern. So Southern now will go into the forward line looking for the big fellow, and Chilcott goes up, gets hands on it, spills it to the ground. Looking for the spillage there was James. It's still at ground level. It'll be taken away on this occasion by Lachlan Rouse for Calivil. Quickly up to the wing. Good mark overhead taken by Doolan as he reaches up high and takes the mark for Calivil.
It was a nice mark by Doolan. He goes into the middle too. They go up. No mark though at ground level. A chance for Calivil United. Fighting for the footy. Schultz can't take it. Now it's chipped back towards Blake. Wayne Blake gets it on the boot.
It just keeps running out there and working in probably Pyramid Hill's favour, pushing the ball out that wide.
Well, from that passage, ball tossed back into play. The ruckmen set themselves for it. Morris might have been held by Winscombe. No free kick. He got a hand on it. Taken away on this occasion by Ross Maxted, the coach. Bangs it up in towards the half-forward line. Now there's a shot towards the goal mouth by the Calivil side, running onto it and trying to get a toe on the ball before it rolls through. There's Daniel Smith. It might have gone all the way. I fancy it has.
Put in the hotspot, dangerous position.
And just bounced through, Andrew, too. So players thought it would go straight past the umpire. They're pretty happy with it in the middle. Here we go. Calivil United can bring it out again through Ross Maxted. He goes to the outer side of the ground, can't control it down there, bringing it out and clearing it long towards centre wing. Now the Bulldogs can build up. They go in towards the full forward. Chilcott, he comes out in the pocket. The crowd go up. He's pulled down a good mark.
Marcus Arney, I think, was the player, delivered it into him.
Matt Chilcott's got the footy. And, well, a similar position that he was a few moments ago, Andrew. And he nailed the last one, so he should know all about the wind. And the distance is not much different. So he'll kick to the broadcast end, pavilion end of Midiamo. This is the LVFL Grand Final on Fresh 06 footy. In the forward pocket, it's been a tight contest. Calivil 2-2, lead Pyramid Hill 1-2. And we've played 22 minutes. Matt Chilcott with the footy. His side could do with another goal. I tell you what, he knows how to kick a goal. He's put it straight through the middle.
Go, Morris got high, but Winscombe did get a hand on it, didn't favour anyone in particular, comes down to ground level, going to be taken away on this occasion for Calivil by Doolan. He's not been bad, he got a handball away, but intercepted by Pyramid Hill. Comes out towards the wing, a player caught right round the neck on that occasion for the Bulldogs. Brad Fawcett it is, but his kick goes back into the middle of the ground now. Could be gathered by Calivil. Running straight into a tackle was Lloyd Maxted of Calivil. He ran right into the Pyramid Hill player, and the Pyramid Hill boys will bring the ball downfield. Well, not very far, because it was a shockingly directed kick, and Schultz from Calivil just chops it off.
Got some pace too, Schultz, but he's got it this time as a centre wing. Takes the footy. Centres the ball towards the middle. Penetrating kick. I don't know whether they'll go up and get there in the end. They will. Calivil United at ground level got the numbers. Demio's been dangerous. Had it, then lost it. Turnover calls. Now a chance to bring it out for the Bulldogs as they feed it down towards centre wing. Loose player down there to pick it up. Southern gets it and gains it in towards the forward pocket. But it's all Calivil United coming out to take it. Brad Allen in the back pocket wants to clear it up towards half back. He sees the ball roll over the bounds. He lost it in 6. Both sides 2-2.
Ball tossed back into play. On that occasion, the ruck work was done for Calivil by Schultz. It's indisputed to half forward. Going to be gathered by Pyramid. It rebounds off a player in Stephen Dean. Comes back up towards the half forward line. Good attempted sliding, attempted a mark by the Pyramid Hill players. Doesn't quite come off. Attempted a tackle there by the Pyramid boys. Wasn't all that good, and then allows Wayne Blake to come in. His kick's ill-directed. Bounces on homekeeper's box, Andrew Douglas.
About the seventh time for the quarter, Andrew.
Yes.
2 goals, 2 apiece. 25 and a half minutes gone. First quarter in the Loddon Valley Grand Final at Midi.
I think we've been there and done it before. They throw the footy back in. They're into it. A chance for the Bulldogs. So through Poulter can bring it out towards half forward. They work hard. Not a good kick off the boot though. Dean's a chance to pick up and tidy up. He goes to Ross Maxted. Maxted with the footy. The coach of the Calivil Footy Club goes up towards Schultz. Couldn't take it though. The runners are with the Bulldogs. They can turn it over and bring it in towards centre half forward. But Stephen Dean stands tall at centre half back and takes the ball for Calivil United.
Beautiful kick on the left boot out towards Stephen Blake. That was well done. Blake kicks on, looking for the running Demio. Demio has got it now on the outer side. Well, he had it, but he hasn't got it now. It was nicely picked up on that occasion by a teammate, though, in Climo. Drives in towards the forward zone. The Pyramid Hill boys looking for a little bit of support. Marcus Arney was there temporarily, taken by Schultz. He'll go round on the left boot. Then he'll have a ping towards the goal. It'll fade right across the face of the goal. Try to be batted clear of the pack. In there goes Greenwood for the Pyramid Hill side. It's still in dispute right near the point post in front of the scoreboard at the far end of the ground. It's only a few centimetres out from the boundary line. On this occasion it's taken, however, by Maxted. He takes it, receives a handball. The coach goes back over his head with a flying shot on goal. I think he's brought up a mind.
Certainly correct there. Well, it's as we said at the start of this game, Calivil usually try to get a good ascendancy at the start of each game and plant their authority from there, which looks like they're starting to do.
Yes, long kick out too from half back. Carmini went up high for the Bulldogs, couldn't bring it down at ground level. Peter Bird applies a big tackle down there too. The Calivil United players still on the ground. They come in and there's a dust up on again, and Peter Bird was in the thick of it. Calivil players still down. As the move trainers come out and the ball thrown back in. Big Alan Morris is there for the Bulldogs, trying to lift his side, but it's Calivil again. They bring it up towards half forward. Yeah, they're being good, picking up the footy and kicking it. Brock Rogers goes in towards centre half forward. He's run 40 metres just about. Long kick at the goal face will be rushed through for a minor score. That was some sort of run by Rogers, Richard Jones.
It was, but it was nicely done in the end by Gilchrist, who decided the discretion was the better part of valour, and he took it through.
Calivil lead by 2 points at the 28-minute mark, first quarter. So in a very entertaining first quarter, it's Calivil by 2 points.
Calivil United.
I thought Chilcott Forscott were some of the better players. James Marciani showed a bit in patches. We're about to get the second quarter underway. Calivil United now will kick with the aid of the wind to the broadcast pavilion end of this Midiamo ground, and the Bulldogs kicking to the outer end. Let's get the second quarter action underway with Fresh FM's Richard Jones.
Ball in dispute after the first toss in the air, going in for Pyramid Hill to try and lend a little bit of support there was Scott. But the umpire will do it all again. Evan Ralph's in there battling away for Calivil United as well. Ball tossed in the air. Morris bats it forward, but intercepted by Maxted. Gets it onto the right boot, up towards the half-forward line. Calivil player going for the mark was Aaron Demio. Might have been pushed in the marking contest, and he was. And Aaron Demio will get the free kick. Too strong on his hammer there was Gillett, and Demio now will square the ball across to centre half forward. Holds up in the breeze, and is taken by Richardson, who dropped in short at centre half forward. So Richardson now can line up with the wind. It's a low kick into the breeze. Coming out was, well, for Pyramid Hill was one of their defenders. I fancy it might have been Carmody, and they'll bring it back towards the centre of the ground.
I said he got a high tackle, a chance now for Ross Maxted. He goes long in towards the goal face, but Alan Morris gets back in the back pocket for the Bulldogs. He'll hold up. I think he'll play a big part in this game. I can see Morris spending a lot of time in this back pocket. He goes for a loose hand pass in the back line too, and runs in now, can put it on the boot and kick it out, but he didn't go too far. And Daniel Smith comes in and marks the footy around 45 metres out on a 45-degree angle. This is the defining moment of the grand final this second quarter. If Calivil United can break clear now, Richard, up to half-time, it's going to be very hard for the Bulldogs.
It will be, Wallace, indeed, but
we're waiting
good early.
Waiting for Daniel Smith. In he comes. It's close. They love it in the goal square. Calivil got the first of the second quarter.
So it's Winchcombe versus Morris in the ruck. They both go early. Might have come off Winchcombe's knee, but it comes down to ground level. Calivil might have the numbers at the base of the pack. Going in hard there for them was Maxted, but the ball has spilled out. Steve Blake was in there as well, but the umpire, there will be a secondary toss in the air by the ump. Up they go. Line ball in the ruck work. Comes down towards the Pyramid Hill players. Little handball back was okay. Head over the ball on that occasion is Brad Fawcett. Out on the outer side wing. Ball comes loose. Target might have been, Stephen Dean was certainly in there. Trying to bat it down is McLennan. It comes back in towards centre half forward for the Calivil side. Might be kicked off the ground. They've got the numbers here, Pyramid Hill. Player was held by the back of the jersey, and I think he'll get a free kick, and deservedly so. It was Greenwood who was hoiked by the back of his jersey as he was running for the football by the Calivil forwards, and it will be this fellow Greenwood who will take the kick right at the, he'll start the kick as if he was kicking off after behind, right in the goal square.
So Greenwood with the footy for the Bulldogs brings it out towards half back. The target will be Marcasani out there. Nick, he takes it half back for the Bulldogs. Pavilion end of the Midi-Ammo ground. His target will be Big Morris, but I think the ball carried too far in the wing, and it's gone out of bounds on the full, so Calivil can bring the football back in and back towards their full forward area.
Looking quite good to Calivil. Oh, nice little tap away out of the air by Gillett there for Pyramid Hill, but the Calivil pick up the spillage back in towards the forward line they go. Flying for the football there was Ballack, didn't bring it to ground. It does hit the ground now, however, and the numbers over the football are with the Pyramid Hill boys. Down on ground level will be Fawcett. The umpire says, give it to me, players, and I will toss it in the air. Richardson was in the thick of the play too. So it's only 15 metres out from the Calivil goal, not clear of the pack by Morris. Big high tackle should have been paid, perhaps the Climo. They might relieve the Pyramid. It's very, very close to our commentary position, and it'll be run through in the end by Fawcett, and he will take a rush behind right through the goal mouth for the Calivil side. So Calivil will go to 3 goals to 5, leading Pyramid Hill 2-2. That's on the home building scoreboard, and we played 5 minutes, second quarter.
Yes, you're listening to Fresh 06. Footy kicked out by Gilchrist. He goes long for the Bulldogs up towards half back again. The numbers with Lloyd Maxted. The Calivil coach can work hard across half back, getting forward to the pack too. Wayne Blake goes in there for Calivil. Can't control it though. The ball will come off a player's boot and over the line. Football.
Ruckman set themselves for the tap out. Comes down to the front of the pack. Almost collected there by Doolan. Can't quite get a handle on it, however. Pyramid Hill player was held without the football. Play on, says the umpire. Handball in hope more than anything else by Southern. Goes over the top of the pack. Can be taken away there now by Dean. Shocking kick out of bounds on the full. It'll be played on quickly by Nick Marcasani, running from the penalty free kick. He tries, he wasn't in a good position to get it back. Taken by Maxted. Kicks into all the goal mouth, looking towards Fremantle, and it's home. That's a goal to Maxted, the coach.
The boys have really started to turn it on.
They're on fire, the Maxteds, Ross Maxted and all of them. They need to do something with Bulldogs. They've got to get it out of the middle for a start. They won't. A chance for Calivil to bring it down towards the outer side. Penetrating kick. Andrew Fremantle's the target down there. Didn't go for it at ground level. They've got the numbers. Kicked forward by Demio into the forward pocket. The Calivil side go for the broadcast pavilion end of this ground at Midi-Mo.
Up they go in the ruck work. It might have been knocked down looking for Greenwood. He couldn't get it, however. Chance for Calivil. The ball's in dispute at centre half forward, about 40 metres out from the goal. Quickly, the ball came to Rogers. He had it, spent it before he could do anything with it. It's still in dispute there, bobbling about at centre half forward at the Calivil end of the ground. Still in dispute. There's a big bunch of players over it. Bounce, ball it up, umpire. He's not going to do that. A little handball comes out. Nicely taken on that occasion by Rogers. Here's another shot on goal. Might be home by Daniel Smith. I think he's got his third. He has. So Smith, a nice shot on goal from about 40 metres out.
Saturday, by the way. Go over and tell him he might get him back on the park, Richard. Up they go. Big Alan Morris went high. Couldn't take it though. Whitcomb comes in. His opposition ruckman. And the ball back in the middle, right where they play cricket in the summertime, Richard. And the umpire, once again, right in the centre, like a restart. Here he goes, Morris up. He's been pretty quiet this afternoon, even though he's been getting his hand to the footy. Ross Maxted hasn't been quiet. He's kicked it down towards half forward. Out they come. Fremantle's there. Can't take it. Fawcett can for the Bulldogs. He's been okay this afternoon. His hand pass goes up towards Carmody. Centre wing. Again, they can turn it over. Calivil working very hard at centre wing, though. controlling the footy, trying to get at McLennan. Can he break his way through the back? He can't. Picked up by Peter Bird. Bird with the footy for the Bulldogs. Pumps it up towards half forward. Can he find the target? Umpire sets play on. They've got it. Scoreboard side of the ground. Not for long though. Calivil, a chance to get out of trouble now through Allen, and Allen can bring it through the middle.
Long kick down towards the half-forward line, looking for a teammate down there. The batted away, nicely down, double-fisted by Daniel Smith. In towards goal on that occasion for the Calivil side. Have played in this quarter, 9.5 minutes, second term.
Bulldogs bring the footy back in. They go to the pavilion side now. They've got some runners out of the fence there. They can move it quickly. Daniel Fawcett takes it, goes in towards the middle. Is it a good kick and run back onto it? Tried the breaking way through attack. A pack umpire said Eagles play on. Now kicked in towards the forward pocket for the Bulldogs. They go up high, no mark. Umpire's found a free kick, all mark going back to Calivil player.
Will take the free kick for the Demons in the last line of defence. Kick bounces, not a well-directed kick. It bounces out towards centre-half back. Over the football on that occasion there was Matthew Winscombe, the big ruckman. It's almost in the true centre of the ground now, trying to burst his way through the pack there for the Calivil side, but not having much success with it was the coach, Ross Maxted, and the ball will go up in the middle. Now Morris takes it out of the air in a one-grab motion, but it doesn't go anywhere. The Calivil have got the numbers again, and it's Maxted who gets a long looping handball. Up towards midfield they go. Now centre-half forward, Doolan. Long kick on goal. It'll bounce on the goal square. Fremantle will mark it. Running with the flight of the ball. Great running goal kick by Fremantle. Running with the flight of the ball. He runs into the goal square and marks it on his chest. And that would be one of the most courageous marks of the day. And he goes back and he puts through his second.
In more trouble than I am with Richard, the Bulldogs, don't worry about that. Ball across half-back by the Bulldogs, trying to get it out was Foster, couldn't take it. In they come again, the Calivil United side. They force it down, Bird goes in, can't control it. Now the Bulldogs have a chance. Big Alan Morris gets the ball out. He was looking for Carmody across half-forward. Now they can move it through Fawcett. He's brought it up to the outer side of the ground. Long in towards the forward pocket. They go for it. Chilcott was the target, couldn't take it. Numbers are with Calivil United across half-back. They bring it across into the back pocket, and Wayne Blake can tidy up for the Calivil United side.
He kicks it down the timekeeper's wing. Chance now for Calivil to go into attack. Looking for Fremantle. He comes out. Oh, his teammate made a good space for him. I think it might have been Evan Ralph. And Fremantle's off now. This away, that away. Then he brings it back into the middle of the ground. Ball bounces towards Winscombe. Little handball over the top's okay. Shot on goal on this occasion is home again. And the player to put that one through is Glenn Richardson.
Reliable just chipped it away and made the setup for the Calivil boys to bring it down the other wing.
Yes, it's fantastic ball out towards Port Carmody for the Bulldogs. They can't do much a trick thing, anything at the moment, I should say. Picked up on Calivil United. There's another goal. He's kicked it. It's Richardson. Glenn. He's put it through. Oh, what a goal.
Umpire will toss it in the air. That'll be Jason Seifold. He backs back out of the road. Morris hangs in the air, gets the tap down. But Calivil might have the numbers in the back half. Should have had a free kick there. Brad Allen was tossed to the ground without the free kick. But anyway, play on, says the umpire. Comes out towards the half-back line. Going in there hard is Lloydie Maxted. It's still in dispute. Bird goes in and lays a tackle. That's Peter Bird. And there's a little bit of action there again involving Peter Bird as the ball... The players are being hoiked away. Bird's nearly got his jumper ripped right off him.
Yeah.
And the umpire comes in and sorts it out. The emergency umpire is out there as well. So
his number's been taken.
I think so. He's got Jason Seifold has got the book out, and Peter Bird's number is going into the book.
Has the emergency umpire got him as well? It looks like he's put something in his back pocket now too.
Yes.
Well, he's been sent off as well.
He's been sent off. Peter Bird's marching off towards the boundary line.
Well,
he's getting the Bronx cheers from some of the Calivil supporters.
That's the trifecta, Richard. You get reported by the field umpire, you get reported by the emergency umpire, then you get sent off.
That's the trifecta.
Boom, bang, boom. She's all over.
Yes.
So spell for 15 minutes, Andrew.
15 minutes. So we have played.
15-minute spell.
Yep, it's 15 minutes gone in this quarter, so he might be back just before the siren.
He's done all right though. He's got a couple of scalps in the first quarter that he didn't get caught for, Richard.
So Calivil have got the free kick. Calling for the football is Rogers. Oh, nice bit of move there by Rogers. He got into space. Now he'll go back on the right boot. He'll kick it back up towards Big Witchcombe. It bounces off a player's chest. Witchcombe had it, comes off hands right in.
Down the big opening of the caravan, Richard, we nearly had to duck. The umpire gets us back underway, throws it back in. Big Alan Morris in the right, can't get it forward of the pack though. They're all over the top of the footy, fighting hard at ground level there was James Marciani. Can't take it out though. It's been pretty quiet, Andrew.
Yeah, it's been very surprising that James hasn't had much of the pill, neither has his brother, and when they've had it, they haven't done too much with it.
No, you're right. I think Buster Alpha was just waiting for half time to get in and regroup a bit, then try and stop some of this damage that Calivil United are inflicting on the Bulldogs in this second quarter. It's in the forward pocket. They go for it. Oh,
look out, that's on.
She's on all right. A Calivil player copped a very, a couple of, as he went to the ground, Richard.
He did, and he copped a couple off Southern, and Southern, is he going to be, no, he's okay at the moment. Might have been bleeding from the lip, I thought, but might only be a bit of mud.
He's got it in the forward pocket on a tight angle, though. He's around 35 metres out. Who's this, Andrew?
This is young Richardson. He's Richardson, sorry, and he's a fairly handy player. He's kicked a couple of goals early.
And tell you, that's a good shot, but it'll go through for mine. And scoreline be 8-6, is that right? 8-6 plays 2-2?
I think it might be 8-7.
8-7,
8-7 playing 2-2.
8-7. It is 8-7.
It's a very handy lead to Calivil, as there's a long kick-off on that occasion, but marked. Well, the kick-off came from Pyramid Hill Planet. I thought it was Mark, however, it's going to be banged forward again by Calivil. Marking there was trying to be marked by Daniel Smith. He flew high, but he interfered with Fawcett, and Fawcett will drive the ball on the outer side of the ground. Not a well-directed kick, held up in the breeze. Chance for Richards to kick now. Let it bounce. He does, and Richardson's kicked another one. Oh, Richardson's kicked 3 in this quarter. He's kicked.
Middle up they go. Alan Morris in there. Can't take it out, though. This is where Calivil United's been prominent all day, taking it right out of the guts and bringing it down. This time, too many players around it, and the umpire once again will put the ball into the air. Up they go. Morris actually got it down. Can the Bulldogs take it out of the middle? No, they can't. Again, the umpire comes in, and we'll have our third consecutive throw-up right in the ground on Biddy Ammo. This is LVFL Grand Final Day on Fresh 06 football.
Swatted out of the air by Morris up towards the half-forward line. But the Calivil defence has been pretty good this afternoon. The coach, Maxted, goes through. Little handball away to Lloydie Maxted. He didn't quite gather it in the end, but it is kicked forward by Calivil. Chance now for Fremantle to come running out in pursuit of it. Danger signs really ringing, danger bells really ringing for Pyramid Hill. Morris tries to knock it over the top of the pack. They really just haven't got anything going for them at the moment. Marcasani, Nick runs onto the football, kicks it to no one in particular. It'll be gathered there by Climo. He's taken to the ground in the tackle by James Marcasani, and James Marcasani will be awarded the free kick for Pyramid Hill. We have travelled in this second quarter now some 19 and a half minutes, and it's nearly an 8-goal lead to Calivil as the ball's gone up towards centre half forward, out on the half forward flank, and it's been marked there by Gilchrist.
So Gilchrist with the footy for the Bulldogs. First time they've gone deep into attack for some moments, so no mark. Play it on, chip down out towards half back. Calivil again with the numbers. Long hand pass down there, looking for Evan Ralphs across half back. He takes the footy, looks upfield, but they're all Bulldogs. Getting back to take the mark will be Gillett. He takes it at centre wing. No, he didn't. Umpire's coming in to say that give it to me. It didn't pay the mark, Andrew?
No, I look off from where we're sitting. He marked it fair and clean, and but the umpire must have thought it hit the deck just before he got it.
Either that or it was touched off the boot, but play on in any case. Picked up now by Daniel Fawcett. He goes up towards, scored this quarter at all. Nearly a quarter and a half, with quarter and a quarter without scoring.
Exactly. So the ball is taken away by Cal. Rossi Maxted gets the handball away. That's okay. They'll come down the line. Target out of there was Climo, but he was in the back position as a Pyramid Hill defender went in front of him, and so the ball is over the line. Wallace, guess where? Out by the light tower and the double-storey timekeeper's box.
I don't know what's going on there, Richard, but ball brought back into play now. Shot down towards half-forward forward. Calivil coming out. Doolan can take the footy. Well, he goes a long way back, but he's got the numbers. It's okay. Calivil now bring it down towards Evan Ralphs will be the target. Mark. Second quarter, the LBFL Grand Final, 9-7 Calivil United, 2-2.
Pyramid Hill, but only as far as the midfield, and it's taken by Calivil. Back Leading the mark is Brock Rogers, but he runs on it again. Takes a handball, uses the wind. Bang. Floats across the... that's a clear 8-goal lead to Calivil on the match bar and bakehouse. Oh.
Back to Andrew Fremantle. I cannot believe that. He's picked him out beautifully, laces out, and Andrew Fremantle has, I think he... What? In he comes. Andrew Fremantle goes onto the left boot. He go up. They've got their 10 in the LVSL Grand Final. 10-8 plays 2-2.
Most of their goals, so they tried something to try and stop them, but it doesn't look as though it's going to happen.
So ball back in the... Fremantle. He and his opponent both hit the deck. Might have been a little bit slippery out there in the marking contest. It's body on body, only about 35 metres out for a play on, the umpire will say. Punch clear of the pack by Doolan, up towards centre half forward. Has gone in there, Rossi Maxted. He's down at ground level, having dived full length on the football, but the free kick will go to Pyramid Hill, and the player who will take the...
And square in the back there. One contact. A chance though, the Forster can come back into it and then bang it onto the route he does. Up towards half back, but the big fella Winscombe. And the player's looking for Greenwood. Aaron Greenwood tidies up for the Bulldogs, shoots it towards centre wing. They go, rolling ball out there. It's loose, picked up again by the Bulldogs, shot forward towards half forward. Running onto it down there will be Scott. He's got it out of sight of the ground, goes up towards the scoreboard pocket, but Calivil United, yeah, they're good, Richard. They've got the numbers. They can clear it in the back pocket and bring it down to pavilion end.
3 bounces. Is that Andrew Dugan will just pick that player up?
That's Glennie Richardson. Glennie Richardson clear there to, I think it's Stephen Blake, I think it is.
Might have been. So it's on out in front of the light tower once again. Bringing it back in board was Evan Ralph, but the little kick was Hill. His kick goes up towards the middle of the park. Kind for Calivil United, taken by James up towards the outer side wing once again, still in dispute. Nice pick up on that occasion by Calivil. Little handball squirts out, looking on it for Evan Ralph. Ralph now will swing round on the right boot. He'll kick to a contest. They'll have to go for it. Oh, good courage shown there by Southern as he flew in for the ball, but the Calivil boys will bring it back in towards full forward. Almost a 1 grab, 2 grab. Too fancy, but he got away with it. Pawson brings it out towards the teammate out there on the half-back line in Carmody. Carmody's grabbed in the tackle. Did he have it too long? Let's see what the umpire said.
Long fans there for Calivil United. Morris had 2 fish air shots that are picked up though by Greenwood. He got it under the boot, goes up to centre half forward. Ball in dispute at ground level. A chance for James Marciani to run over. Couldn't do much with it. Can go back onto it now. Picked up there by Mick Marciani. He takes it to the outer side. He can find the target that he's looking for down there. Gavin Jones with the footy. Still a long way out. He goes short. Centre wing. They're controlling the footy. Not making much ground at the moment. Gilchrist can come in. Go into the pocket. That's better. Has found a player in the forward pocket. It's been a long time. He doesn't want to waste any time. He goes to the hard He's kicked it straight to a Calivil. Dean ends up with a footy. He brings it out towards half-back, flying high back there. Steve Blake couldn't take it. A chance again for the Bulldogs across half-forward. Calivil strong across half-back. Again, the Bulldogs pick up. Now, here's a shot by Paul Cummins. He goes in towards the pocket, but they're doing everything right, the Calivil defenders, and they can clear the...
The player here was Smith. He brings it out to Climo. Climo brings it back out towards Fremantle. Twist this way, twist that away, touches the ball to the ground, kicks it into towards the forward line. And as easy as you like, Glenn Richardson. He's already kicked 3 goals. To a Ballock, but he's decided to... I reckon he thinks that he can make it another one, Andrew.
This ball's coming into the Calivil forward half this quarter, and really he should really put this one through since he burnt his teammate Nick Ballock.
Like Richardson's been this quarter, he'd have a shot, I reckon. Yeah. So this is what he's going to do. He's allowed it across the face. So
with the footy. I reckon that Richardson, Glenn Richardson, 3 goals this quarter. Get a game at Geelong, Richard, the way your mob go. He's...
Wouldn't spell. We didn't get the spell.
That'll be a free kick going to Calivil United. Sensational second quarter. Ballock will be the target at the back. The big man said you want a big mark in the forward pocket. He didn't need anyone to chip it over to him that time, and he's got it. Nick Ballock, and he's, 10 metres out. He'll go back and slot it through for Calivil United, who've got 10-9. He's looking for his sides 11th, and he comes in, he stabs at it, and he's missed. How could he miss that? I did.
No, I didn't think Calivil would get up by this much. I thought it'd be a lot. Be a free-flowing game, but not all one-way traffic.
Firing in the second half, the Bulldogs.
McLennan's kick-off was marked by Calivil, goes back towards the half-forward line, and a good 2-grab mark has been taken by Southern. He's played all right this quarter.
Don't finish on top, Richard. Perform like this in a grand final.
Has happened, I hope they do. Southern's little kick in towards the half-back is okay. He's got a teammate out there in Carnival with a couple of very happy supporters in front of us here, thinking their boys have done okay. Calivil on the Harvey Norman...
In between the Bulldogs, Gisborne and Golden Square. Let's get the second half underway in the LVFL Grand Final.
From the bounce from the toss-up in the air at in the middle of the park, almost taken away there by Daniel Smith for Calivil. His little kick bounced off bodies, and it's all locked up at ground level. The umpire will do it all again. As Andrew said, kicking with the wind, Calivil kicked 8 goals, 6, and Pyramid Hill didn't kick not a sausage up at the other end at all. So it's all down to this. For Pyramid Hill was Glenn James with a good tackle on an opponent. It's still in dispute. The ball really hasn't travelled very far in this opening 30-odd seconds. In dispute. Trying to bounce out of the pack there was Jared Smith, the captain. It's finally cleared the big pack up. Richardson kicked up towards the forward zone, and there's been a good full forward position. So Richardson cleared the stalemate with a good kick out of the pack, a well-directed kick in the end, and Ballock has marked it in front of the sticks at the scoreboard end.
Just received a little bit of treatment that he wasn't happy about either.
Andrew, you picked up something on the park?
Yeah, it looks like Peter Bird's almost sent it warming up to come back on to give him the full quota of 18 on the field.
Well, there's Ballock's had his kick on goal, and he scored a major. But, well, kicking against the...
Track the digit and get some run and some movement and some positive footy about their style today.
They need to be able to do something, at least in the middle. Maxed's trying to get it forward the pack too, but centre wing, the ball's kicked high underneath it. The coach comes in and takes it. Ross Maxted for Calivil United. The other side of Midiana footy ground. He goes towards the scoreboard pocket. Long kick. It'll go into the goal face down there. They've got the numbers. They can rush it through or bring it out through. Gillick in the back pocket. He's under. Fawcett can get it onto the boot and kicks it down towards half back. Again, the number in towards half forward. Well, he overran the football in the end. Richard couldn't control it. Across half back, the Bulldogs can do something. They can't do anything, and the ball will be thrown up. So it's at right half forward to the scoreboard end of the Mitty Mo ground, and Calivil United with the first goal after half-time lead 11-10 to 2-2.
Ball tossed high in the air by the umpire. The two ruckmen go up, but no one gets it. It's a fresh air shot out of the pack by Calivil. It might have been Lloydie Max. He hardly got a toe on it. It's still in dispute. They're wrestling at the back of the pack. Umpire's going to... That will break up the congestion at the base of the pack. The player who was at the very bottom of the pack on that occasion was out. Morris tries to knock it down. Little kick out of the pack by Lloyd Maxted. Over towards the forward pocket, right underneath the score. For the Pyramid Hill Bulldogs, he'll get a free kick in that back pocket and right in front of the scoreboard. In fact, he's siding with the football. He's going to go down the wing. It's a high, long kick with the use of the breeze, but it's taking a good mark. Second or third in line was Rory Doolan, and he is marked from Calivil, and he'll drive the Demons deep into attack once again.
Yeah, so Doolan with the footy. That was a good mark because Big Alan Morris was in that in that marking contest, Richard, and he's half his size nearly, and he's plucked out the mark. He's got underneath the kick. It's going. It's close to the scoring zone. In the pocket, though, a chance for Calivil United to bring it out. No, breaking a tackle there will be McLennan in the back pocket. He brings it up towards half-back. They attack the footy. Bird's over there. He's back on the field. He threw the Calivil player down. Then he can pick it up, Peter Bird. He does. He takes it centre wing. But the ball is coming back to... back. He goes short now. He can find the target down there, and that will be Dames. So carried over the boundary line to be thrown back in.
Well, I think it was a good tackle, Andrew, there, wasn't it? Because looked like James had the run on the ball, but he just couldn't do anything with it.
Yeah, it was a very good play there from Calivil side. So
ball goes back into play, knocked by Morris. It'll probably go close to the boundary line again. Valiantly brought back in board with a long looping handball by Evan Ralph, collected by Calivil, so they actually didn't let the ball trickle over the boundary line. He goes back on it again. Evan Ralph's about 20 metres further along the boundary line, up towards their scoring end, and the Jeff clouds that were here at the start of the game have gone. It's a perfect blue sky.
Well, long as Jeff Morris is happy, I'm happy, Richard. The ball in the forward pocket picked up by Richardson for Calivil United. Their fans are happy and shot in towards the forward pocket. No mark on the last line of defence. In fact, they run it through for a minor score. Travis Gillett did the third quarter.
No sign of any Pyramid Hill revival, you'd have to say, as the kick out goes over the head of Doolan. He reaches over the loss. It doesn't matter because goes Bird, tries to get a possession. He's caught immediately. He takes possession of the football as it's ground level. Diving in on it is Lloydie Maxted for the Calivil side. Working hard there again is Glenn James for Pyramid Hill. Ball's been broken away. The players are breaking away from the pack, but it'll have to go back, and there is a free kick to Pyramid Hill on the...
Fawcett with the 42 for Pyramid Hill. The target's okay. Greenwood comes out and takes it across half back. The Bulldogs trying to build in towards centre half forward. Morris will be the target. He goes back to Big Ruckman. Can't take it in the air though. In comes Peter Bird. He's tackled too. And ball spelt loose. Out to the side now. A chance through Aldous. He can run onto it. Into the forward pocket. Ball deep in towards the forward pocket for the Bulldogs. Again, they've got the numbers. Empire's found a free kick. And it's going to the Bulldogs in the forward pocket. Calivil player just looking up saying, what's it for? And it's Carmody with the footy. Paul, tight angle, and he'll need to shoot from around tight angle. So, he goes back. And he comes. Good kick off the Bird. And they go back and say, at the moment, 11-11 Calivil United on the LVFL 2006 scoreboard.
Oh, Blake's kick-off has been marked by Pyramid Hill. Fawcett, he kicks back in towards centre half forward, but they might have the numbers. Player going high, and the leap for the ball was Brad Allen. He was collected as well. A little bit of push and shove, bit of jumper punching. Andrew will keep his eye on that. Ball's back in midfield, taken away by Rogers. Rogers kick out towards the forward pocket. Out comes the goal umpire as Andrew keeps his eye on that. It's up in the half-forward line. James for Pyramid Hill.
Some Pyramid Hill boys actually showed some fight for once in today's game.
So the ball comes back into play. Calivil United again with the footy up towards the Richardson. He can run out. He's been dangerous in this game. Tackled with the footy that time. And the umpire said he was caught with the football. Free kick. It'll go to the Bulldogs across half back. So they come out after half-time, Richard, immediately put under the pump because Calivil United got the first goal that was smothered off the boot. So a chance for Calivil United to take it back into their scoring zone. But picked up across half-back for the Bulldogs by Scott. He's under pressure too. To half-back, free kick. And it's going to Richardson. He's had a good game this afternoon, Glenn Richardson. He's been prominent right throughout. He's a long way out this time. He goes in towards the pocket, and he can find his teammate down there in Rogers. So Rogers, deep in the forward scoring zone. He goes short and finds Fremantle. He's an experienced player, former coach, and Andy Fremantle with the football. It'll be a tight on the boundary side. He goes long. The umpire's looking back. The wind carried it a long way. It's a steering
shed, but only stamping in the bale, stamping the wool down. As the kick out from fullback is taken by Pyramid Hill. That's okay. So the Pyramid Hill boys waiting down at the base of the pack was Altus, but can he get a possession? Loping along, hoping to get it out his way is Southern, but it's banged back by Calivil from whence it came, up towards the scoreboard wing, knocked out of Fremantle. It was Greenwood who went high for the Bulldogs, knocked it down to ground level. Fremantle was going hard at it, so too was Ballack. Ballack ends up on his backside in front of the scoreboard, and the umpire runs in, and he will toss it in the air. Calivil 11-12, Pyramid Hill 2-3. This is the Loddon Valley Grand Final on Fresh 06 footy. Yeah,
Ballack got a fall of the pack too. Again, Calivil attacked the footage close to the boundary line, kept the edge by the Bulldogs, and now clear towards centre wing. They go up to it. Peter Bird was one of the targets, couldn't take it. Running onto it, Aldous across half back. He goes in towards centre wing over there. Dean comes in for Calivil United.
Pointed bunch of must be thousands of them Pyramid Hill supporters are not giving much of a yelp the Bulldogs today as the ball is knocked back to the boundary line. Almost collected there for Calivil by Allen, but it will go over the boundary line and be brought back into play. So, as Wallace said, it's 11-12 playing 2-3. It's a big, big lead to the Calivil side. Pyramid Hill have got the before he can throw it in. He wobbles a semi-torpedo back towards midfield. It bounces awkwardly, eludes a few players. Taken for Pyramid Hill there by Carmody. He tries to get it back into the midfield, looking for a teammate there down in midfield for the Pyramid Hill side. And that player that player there was, in fact, Jason Rawnsley.
So I was looking for the big comeback. It doesn't appear it's going to happen for the Bulldogs. Kick down now towards half forward. Ball bounce down there. Richards can go for it for Calivil United. In comes Peter Dean. geez, good, Richard Jones. He got it onto the boot too.
He's of age, so done a good job as the ball's tossed back into play.
A game at Geelong.
I don't think so, Wallace. There might be one other side in the dark blue colours he might get a game for. And Marcus Arney tries to get the tap down from Morris. Birds going at the boundary line again. Oh, he's getting close to another little bit of a jumper punch there. Doesn't matter. It wasn't paid. The player in question was Jared Smith, the captain of Calivil. Was heaved back into play again. They go at it in the ruck battle. Oh, quickly slammed onto the butte. Beautifully done by Rogers in towards the midfield area. Coming out is Greenwood. I think he might have copped one a little bit high. Play on, says the umpire. Advantage played, and sliding on his knees to take a good mark is Luke Couchy for the Pyramid Hill side.
Chilcott ran to the pocket, but now he doubles back towards centre-half forward. He'll be the target. Not a good kick off the boot, though. Calivil United with the numbers. They'll see the ball right over the boundary line.
Hit on him.
What's wrong with that, Richard Jones? He's
Nothing
let
wrong.
over a bit if he wants to have one. Ball brought back in. I tell you what, Ross Maxted must have leather poisoning. He's had a lot of it this afternoon. In comes Peter Bird. He's gone down. What'll happen in the pack? I'm watching it closely. Oh, he's like an angel in there. Richard hasn't done a thing. Just waiting. Oh, he might have just rolled the Calivil player over a little bit. Hasn't done a thing wrong there because he knows his side needs to get this ball forward from here. They're only one kick out from their goal face.
So there's the ball in the air. The ruckman lock arms. It comes down towards Bird. Oh, he's gang tackled to the ground. Diving in is Brad Allen to effect another tackle as well. But Bird is well down on the ground, and a little bit of give and take out there, Andrew Dogood. Not on the best of terms.
Yeah, they're just trying to stir him up a bit and see if they can get an easy free kick out, which he's likely to give away at any stage.
Knocked clear of the pack on that occasion. Big thumping punch by Winchcombe up towards midfield. Trying to be run onto by Brock Rogers. In the end, a little handball squirts out of the pack. Not a good one. Greenwood comes through for the Bulldogs up towards midfield. In possession there was Luke Couchy. Was slung to the ground but still manages to get a handball away. It's taken away by the Bulldogs now. A 2-on-1 contest and should be easily marked, but spilled by Stephen Dean on that occasion. He might have heard the big fellow Chilcott coming from behind. Doesn't matter because it's taken now by the Bulldogs. Shot on goal on this occasion by Carmody. I think he might have kicked the long-awaited goal he has. Mark of the third quarter. They go to 3-3-21. Trailing Calivil United 11 goals, 12, Fresho 6 footy.
Yeah, but we just noticed that James Marciani has just hobbled off the ground a little while ago before that goal was kicked, so his days got even better.
Yes, important player to lose for the Bulldogs too. A chance for Calivil United. They've tried to kick it forward through Climate. He got underneath it, so the ball's at centre-half forward for the Bulldogs. Bird's in there attacking the footy hard. He doesn't know any other way. It's forced out towards half-back there. Jared Smith head over the footy, may get a free kick across half-back. He will for Calivil United. So Smith with the footy, looks upfield. Not a good kick off the boot. Dropped short a chance for he forced it out towards half forward. A blind turn, some nice work there, and chipped towards full forward. They go for it. High. Chilcott was the target. He goes back onto it, in towards the goal square. There's back-to-back goals. And it's a good goal too by Ben Aldous.
Some promising signs there for Pyramid Hill. There's 17 minutes gone in this quarter. Up they go. Morris gets a long looping handball after the ruck contest of the ball hit the ground. Chance of it to be run onto by Pyramid. Well, the player in question was grappled as he came through the pack. It was Gavin James by the Calivil attackers. It's from the ball up. It spills loose. Aldous, the last goal kicker. He's run onto it. His little kick might be a little bit too fierce. It was. In the end, the wind...
He's blown off there shortly. Ball brought back into play too. Peter Bird's over there too. It's come off his boot and got out of bounds on the full, I think. Although the umpire didn't see that. He got away with it and the ball will be thrown back in. But it did come off Peter Bird's boot, but the umpire didn't spot it, the boundary umpire, so the ball's back into play now. Across half forward, they go for it again. A player there from the Bulldogs, gang tackled, and the umpire will say, give the ball to me, and put the ball back into the air. So it's still at half forward, pavilion side of the Midi Ammo football ground.
11-12 plays 4-3. Calivil well on top as the ball spills loose. Trying to get it for Calivil on that occasion was Allen. Puts on a hip and shoulder. It bounces out towards the boundary. 8 goals plus as they go in the air again. Knocked from behind by Winchcombe. Comes down to Calivil United's Smith. Smith bangs it along the timekeeper's wing, and guess what? It's going to go out of bounds right until a 4-3. Calivil are 11-12, and we have played 19 and a half minutes third quarter.
Just check that stat, Richard. So 28 times that ball's gone out of... 29 times the ball's gone out of bounds in that ideal spot. Although this time it's a free kick to the Bulldogs. They won't mind. And McLennan has it across half-back. They're trying to make some kind of challenge here. The ball's been brought down, but it'll go back to McLennan, who once again gets back onto it and kick it down towards half-forward. Penetrating kick. The big kick will go towards Morris. It was not a good kick, though. In the end, at ground level, they fight for it. Calivil United picked up across half-back by Jared Smith. Didn't really gain any distance. Underneath the ball was Stephen Blake, too. It went higher than it went long. A chance for the Bulldogs. They bring it down now towards half-forward. Loose play. A player ball rolling down towards half-forward. Long kick. Here comes the full forward. Chilcott. Can he take it? He can't. They've still got the numbers. Chilcott goes back. They can't get the ball to him, though. Calivil United can. They can clear through Lachlan Ralph. He goes forward of the pack to Aaron Demio. Demio has the footy, and away go Calivil United up towards half-forward.
Trying to find Fremantle. Well, they have found Fremantle. It was Richardson who overran the ball, or perhaps deliberately to allow Fremantle in. Fremantle's locked up a... Pyramid Hill defender at the ground level. Umpire is not going to award a free kick. The Pyramid Hill defender at the ground level was Steve Bird, and the umpire just going to toss the ball in the air. So it was good play by Calivil United as they worked the ball down that outer side, the half-forward line. Oh, the ball nearly hits the umpires on the toes. It went up in the air. Pyramid Hill have got the numbers, though, and they'll get it away through Nick Marcasani. He's running now down towards half-forward. He'll kick across the ground looking for Altus. Altus should mark it. Now he's spilled it on hot on his hammer is Smith. Altus is down at ground level, tries to get away. He's caught this time, the second time. Play on, says the umpire's advantage, paid it could be, came to Wayne Blake, gets a looping handball over the top, no real advantage there, so it'll come back, Andrew, to Calivil and be taken by Lloyd Maxted.
Yeah, Benny Ellis is starting to look very dangerous across that half-forward line now. He's getting a bit of the ball, but you see Lloyd Maxted creating a very good tackle and turn the ball over for his side.
He's had plenty of it too, Lloyd Maxted. He goes out long and wide, and he can find the teammate that he was looking for down there with the football. So Calivil United go back into attack, and it was Blake, Steve Blake. He goes long in towards the forward pocket, but the Bulldogs across half-back, thanks to Alan Morris, will hold up and shoot it down towards half-back. The numbers are with Calivil United. They move it quickly up towards half-forward. Richardson can run onto it. He's taken the foot. He goes in towards the scoreboard pocket over Fremantle's head. Can he run onto it? Andrew Fremantle there. I think it'll be forced through for a point. It will. It's good. That is at the 22-minute mark, and that is on the home building system scoreboard.
From the kick out, it's gathered by Calivil, squared across the ground. A good one too, and Calivil have got it through Brock Rogers. Now Rogers is on the scoreboard side, at the scoreboard end of course, but on the scoreboard half-forward flank. He's not on the pavilion side. He balks around the player on the mark, then he takes the ball, screws off the side of the boot, goes towards the forward line, knocked through by the Pyramid Hill defence right in...
Cloud around this afternoon. A lot of wind around, but nice and fine.
Yeah, that's very true there, Wallace. It's always pretty windy up here, and it's usually signs of rain from time to time when you play football up here, but there's no sign of that at all.
No, it's blue skies ahead. Here they go, the ball across half-back. Peter Bird's got it, Richard, your favourite player. He's on the ground again. He's doing a bit of wrestling this time. He says, I'm not doing anything, umpire. He's been sent off. The ball chipped up towards Andrew Fremantle. Can't take it at ground level. A chance for Calivil United, though, in the forward pocket. Ball shot in towards the goal face. It'll go over all players' heads. I tell you what, it might roll through for a minor point. No, it'll be pushed out towards the back pocket. Good work by the Bulldogs, too. They can control the footy across half-back. Not a good kick off the boot, though. The player slipped as he got it to his boot. Now Calivil United can come back in and go in towards the full forward line. No mark. Play on was the call, and Brad Fawcett with the footy. With two bounces, he runs towards the middle.
Gets it back again from a teammate after the two bounces. Now he's at centre half forward. Loops it over the top. Here's a chance for a Pyramid to have another shot on goal, and I think it's okay. It is. The goal kicker is Luke Couchy. He's put.
And if you brought a raffle ticket, blue 68, you're the winner, by the way. Ross Maxted can come in there. He overran the football, in fact, couldn't control it. Here they come again, the Bulldogs. They force it out towards half forward. They bring it down towards the big full forward, waiting at the back. Didn't go to him, Chilcott. In the pocket now. Calivil United got a bit of work to do in the last line of defence. Allen can come out. He goes towards Peter Bird. He broke a tackle and then kicks a goal for Pyramid Hill. Are they on their way back? They got 6. Quarter.
Well, they certainly got the first one up. They go in the middle, Calivil, but as you say, Wallace, it's a bit more interesting now as Bird breaks away from midfield. That's okay. He gives the handball away to Fawcett. Fawcett now gives it to a breaking player, but the ball will have to come back to midfield, and the free kick will be taken by Peter Bird.
He's lifted him, Peter Bird.
He has.
He's not doing anything that he shouldn't be doing now. He's just playing footy, Richard.
Well, he's got it up to half forward, and that's a good mark taken by Fawcett. He's been okay today, Fawcett. There's the kick on its way, looking for the big fellow Chilcott. Aldous is there in the back of the pack. Little kick towards goal. Might be touched, as it is. It's touched off hands right across the line by Stephen Blake. And so a rush behind there as Couchy had another shot, but a rush behind there to Pyramid, and it's quickly kicked off and taken by Stephen Blake as he gets the ball away from the fullback line.
Blake work it out. Oh, they could put themselves under pressure. Calivil United, they're good enough to get out of trouble for Aaron Demio. He goes onto the boot. They need to settle a little bit, Calivil. He shot it down towards centre wing. Coming in, Daniel Smith's been a pretty good player this afternoon. Richardson will be the target. There's a good mark at the back of the pack, though. Bry Romsey across half back. He takes it. He goes to centre wing. Have they got loose players down there? Calivil can come in again through Daniel Smith. He gets it onto the boot. That's a long kick, but the Bulldogs in the last line of defence can bring it out again, and they bring it towards centre wing. Loose ball. Demio's a chance to run onto it. He attacked the footy well. Aaron Demio, that's fantastic play. He goes in towards the forward pocket. They got a loose play at the boundary line. Wins, though. The ball rolls over.
On it, 11-14 is Calivil as the ball comes back inboard. Can it be gathered by Calivil? Head over the ball was Rory Doolan. They squirt the ball in towards the forward zone. Fremantle might mark it right on the line between the goal post and the point post, and I think he has.
Wayne Blake got it forward.
Yep, so Wayne Blake got it. Now Fremantle's pointing to the umpire, pointing to the mark. He's the player on the mark is there as Fremantle screws it around, but he's missed it. He was more concerned about where he was going to kick it.
I did, Richard. I had little tight numbers, a bit like Warwick Kappa when I played, Richard.
In the red shorts would have been beautiful.
Free size is too small, and that was pretty hard. The ball brought back into play just as the siren goes at 3.
Was James Marcazzani, but for Pyramid Hill, as the ball is in disputed centre half back for the Pyramid Hill boys.
So the ball brought into the forward pocket. Out comes Andrew Fremantle. Can he take it? It's built off players' hands and rolled over the boundary line. Andrew,
challenge like Serpentine did last year. They'll just start to slow the game down and play it on their own pace.
Oh, knocked to the front of a pack very cleverly. Marcazzani James tried to do a couple of blind turns. First one was okay. Second one he was grabbed. Ball in dispute in front of the pavilion. People packed in front of that pavilion. Still just a metre or two, half a metre inside the boundary line as it finally trickles over the line and will be tossed back into play by the boundary umpire. So the major goal kickers for Calivil United, Richardson, Fremantle and Smith with 3 each, and for Pyramid Hill, Chilcott with 2. So the ball's gone back up that timekeeper's wing area and has been marked by the Calivil side. Standing the mark is James. He's been okay for Pyramid Hill today. Driven back in towards the forward line for Calivil. Wayne Blake is there, waiting at the back of the pack. Gives to Maxted up towards Doolan. Well, I thought he might have held it long enough. A handball by Steve Bird out of the defence, taken by Fawcett, and they relieve the pressure. Pyramid Hill up towards half back.
Daniel Fawcett got it down towards the player Brad Fawcett, who's played fantastic today with 3 bounces. He carries the ball to half forward. He had 1 bounce too many. Now he's under pressure. Ball spelt loose down there. Again, they've got the numbers though. They can shoot it towards the goal face. It goes in towards the pocket and rolls over just beside the point post.
Is it 6-5 or 6-4? 6-5, I think. Yep. Ball bobbled off the top of the pack, taken by Pyramid. Shot across the body, looks okay to me. But I think it was James Marcazzani. It was Marcazani was a very shiny. The sunlight seems to be shining right on that
I
particular...
tell you what, that's if they can mount some sort of challenge now. In comes Brad Fawcett. He tried to break his way through a pack. He couldn't get through. It's on centre wing, and the ball will come back and be put back into the air. If they can get the next goal, gee, I think the game's still alive, by the way. Big Norris is there. Got it towards Fawcett. He tried to break his way through. Might have got one too high. Umpire said it was okay, though. A chance for Peter Bird. He goes after the footy there. The ball close to the boundary line for Calivil. Fighting hard at ground level will be Allen. Can't control it. They're now picked up and shot forward by the Bulldogs into the goal face. Ball bounced in the goal square and across the face, and the ball out of bounds.
Tosses the ball back into play. Going very high for Pyramid Hill there was Carmody, but it's Calivil who might be able to get the ball away. It's still, no, they can't. It's still in dispute in that forward pocket area. And it's a free kick to the Bulldogs. I think the player who had it was Nick Marcazani, and it is him, Nick Marcazani, who's going to have a shot. You think it might be Wallace?
Number 6, I think.
Are you sure it might be Rawnsley then? Let's have a look.
No, it's number 9, you're right.
Marcazani. Marcazani has a big on goal, and I think he's put it right through the middle. He has. So Nick Marcazani gets a goal.
In the middle. Is it all over here at Mid-EMO? They're coming back, the Bulldogs. They're coming back hard too. In the middle, free kick. It's going to Peter Bird in the middle. So the Bulldogs will go back into attack. He lifted his side in the third quarter. He takes them on in the middle. Well, he pushes his opponent square in the face, and then plays on. Well, the big don't argue in towards the forward pocket in front of the goal, in front of the scoreboard. They can't control it. Bringing it out. Calivil, they work it hard through Rogers. He gets it onto the boot and brings it up to a Waratah forward. The race is out. Out comes Daniel Smith. Couldn't take the footy though. Picked up by Steve Bird across half back. He's got one. He's got 2 bounces. The Calivil player is down. The umpire said the ball will have to come back, and Calivil will have a shot at goal. The player picking himself up, who's Nick Ballick, and no, it's not. Who's that with that?
Jared Smith,
the captain.
The captain, yep.
Jared Smith. He was, I think, what happened, Hello Bird's gone down too, holding his face, but he gets back up. But I think what happened was a strong shepherd off the ball as they were taking it forward. Steve Bird was away. But in the end, the ball will come back, and it's Jared Smith with an important kick because the momentum's been with the Bulldogs in this final quarter. He got underneath it. He'll kick it on the caravan roof. They are staying just missed by a couple of metres, and it's out of bounds on the full. So once again, the Bulldogs can bring the football back in.
So right in front of the caravan, just to our side, Greenwood goes across the face of goals. That's okay to Steve Bird. Bird eludes a tackle, runs his full measure, then pumps it up towards the middle of the ground, and not a good kick. And I think it was the skipper who's marked it again. It was the Calivil skipper who Smith is marked it, pumps it in towards a teammate at centre half forward. Long shot on goal is across the face, and that's a minus. Leading Pyramid Hill, who are 8 goals for.
So the ball are brought back in. Can the Bulldogs do something out of their fans? Oh, Peter Bird will have to be good. He's under pressure. He's got 2 to beat. He's got the foot. He's got past both of them. He's still got it. He's gone. Holding the footy, Peter Bird. Gee, he got himself into trouble. He got through 2 though. Didn't see the third one coming. And it was the coach, Ross Maxted, who just pinned him at the last moment. And under pressure, they were away. If he could have got through them, Peter Bird, he couldn't. And the free kick will go to Ross Maxted. He looks upfield. He goes back in towards centre half forward. Good kick too. And he's found the target that he was looking for.
Giving a bit of lip over the fence too, Peter Bird, then, to a couple of supporters just down here.
Yes.
Giving them a fair little bit back.
He's certainly given us something to talk about today.
He has. He's a very fiery customer.
So the ball outside attacking 50. It'll take a big kick from here. Who is a big kick too. They go into the goal square. No one actually marks it. Close to the boundary line. The ball rolls over now. The long kick in was from Daniel Smith. Final quarter. Umpire said
at the initially, as they go for it now, Morris double-fisted down, and it'll run into the point post, and it'll have to be done all again by the boundary umpire, Andrew, because the double-fister from Alan Morris ran right into the point post, the ball did.
Yeah, that's very correct there, Richard, there, but I think the Calivil boys have got to be very aware that Glenn Richards is on fire. Just need to get the ball to him, and he could do something very good with it.
Morris knocks it over the back of the pack. Quick snap on goal out of the pack by Calivil. Might have been on that occasion Rogers, but the ball is back out of bounds on the full, so it will be taken for Pyramid Hill by Rawnsley. So Jason Rawnsley has got the ball right in the back pocket in front of our commentary position. There's the kick up along the boundary line. Running back for it to try and get hold of it is Brock Rogers of production, and there's a very good point of view from Adam Cornish.
Yes, ball rolls back over that boundary. It's the 11-minute mark, and the ball spins back into play. Big Alan Morris works his way to the front. Didn't win that, though. It's at ground level. A chance. They work hard. Couldn't control it. They were over it with Nick Marciani. It's in the back pocket now. A high tackle there. And a player for the Bulldogs will come out with a free kick. It's James Marciani in the back pocket. He goes up towards half-back Richard Jones off a player's hand. To be playing today.
Yeah, he did umpire a lot. Anyway, it's taken out of the air by Pyramid Hill. Little scooped handball over the top trying to look for a teammate. And it's kicked 11-16. Calivil on top, but Pyramid Hill pressing at the 12.5-minute mark of the last quarter.
Yes, the ball spins back into play. Bird back on the park too, but the umpire will get us back underway. In he goes. He throws the footy back in front. Big Alan Morris picked up by Wayne Blake. Clever work. He got it up towards Fremantle. Fremantle over the side. They've got space. Rogers runs onto it. Rogers is looking for a goal. He's put it through for Calivil United. A beauty too. 12-16 to 8-4.
Contest pace, and he knows certainly how to kick a goal. He kicked, I think, about a bag of 9 or 10 in the reserves a couple of times throughout this season.
Pyramid Hill player in Fawcett was bundled off the football. Chance for a handball from Richardson for Calivil. Now it's the work back up in towards half forward. Little kick in towards that half forward zone is marked by Matthew Winchcombe, the big ruckman. Now he's seen a player loose, but not a well-directed kick. Chopped off there by Fawcett of Pyramid Hill. Taps it out in front of him. Takes a bounce. Gets the handball away before he's tackled. Gets it to a teammate in Daniel Fawcett. That was Brad Fawcett getting it to Daniel Fawcett along that half-back line. But Fawcett D will get the free kick. That's Daniel. He'll get the free kick on the half-back line.
Yes, getting plenty of advice from the Calivil crowd over there too. Daniel Fawcett with the footy. Kicks it up towards half-back, but getting back, Ross Maxted, the super coach from Calivil, will hold up and take the footy across half-back. He goes down towards half-back and he finds Lloyd Maxted, and Lloyd with the footy. A bit of brotherly love there, Richard Jones. Lloyd Maxted up towards half-forward. There goes Richardson. He flew up then, Richardson, and he came down with the football too. He's got the Sheridan. In he comes. He goes long down towards full forward. Fly is needed. Up goes Jared Smith. He couldn't take it though. Off player's hands wasn't kept in play. I think it might be out of bounds on the full. The cut
tossed back in by the boundary umpire. Knocked from the back of the pack down towards Fremantle. Fremantle's collared, but he gets the handball away. Now Pyramid can relieve the pressure through Rawnsley. Rawnsley goes on the right boot up towards the half-back line. Big pack of players slides, comes down to ground level. Running up is Gillett, trying to give his teammates some support. But the umpire had whistled up the play and will toss it in the air on that half-back line. Morris goes high, but thumps it straight down to a Calivil opponent. Kick back up in towards the forward zone. Fremantle's got a couple to beat. It'll go through for a rush point, I fancy it has. And another rush point to Calivil United will take the Demons on to 12-17. They're leading Pyramid 8-5, and we have played in this last quarter 15.5 minutes on the 570.
And that's the record, Richard. Ball across half forward for Calivil United. Long kick too in towards the goal face. Fawcett went up. He had it, lost it. They go back into it. Richardson's there. Can't control the footy. A chance now for Peter Bird. He ends up with the footy. A long hand pass out towards half back. And the target is looking for down there. Gillard, he gets it up towards their favourite centre wing position, and where again Maxted comes in. He picks it up and shoots it down towards Doolan, who comes in and takes the mark. Just on attacking 50, Calivil United deep into attack. The short on Wayne Blake calls for the footy, and it was pumped to him, laces out, and Blake comes out and takes the football. He wants to go towards Fremantle. Not a good kick though, over that player's head. Steve Bird in the back pocket. He goes up towards Fawcett. Couldn't find the players looking for Fremantle's loose in the pocket. As the ball comes down, it does. Andrew Fremantle has taken it in the forward pocket for Calivil United. And he'll go back and have a shot at goal from around 25 metres out.
Yes, it was well worked by after Steve Bird relieved the pressure. They worked it down the field very quickly indeed, Calivil, and that's been their trademark all day.
He knows where the goals are, Andrew Fremantle. This will be it, Richard. You can lift up the Premiership Cup if he kicks it. He's kicked it all right, but hasn't gone through for a goal. It's straight through for a mile. Pressure 6. Queen Elizabeth Oval from 6:30 for the Golden Square Gisborne clash.
Kick out for Pyramid Hill's been marked by Rawnsley in the outer side back pocket. It's going to go to a contest, or could almost mark by Winchcombe and slip through his fingers. However, for Calivil, still they go. Calivil at ground deck. And nicely taken on that occasion by Winchcombe over to Brock Rogers. Now here's a go. Calivil have got the ball away again. It'll come back in ball to Maxted. Maxted stops, props, and kicks the sealer. That is it for Calivil United. That will do, I would say, as Rossi Maxted caps off the good work from his team.
The coach, so it's a forfeit, Richard, to Calivil United, their fourth flag. Ball in the middle, picked up by Doolin. He can bring it out towards half forward. Wayne Blake runs out there, and Blake's got the footy. Fremantle goes to the pocket. He ignores that player, and then he comes in. He unloads the big one. Well, Fremantle has to go for it. He's got 2 to beat there. Off players' hands, and over the boundary line, Timon for 2006.
18,570 taken on the gate as it comes down. Calivil will scrub a little ball in towards half forward, looking for a Fremantle. He bats it over the top of the pack. Oh, there's a chance here, but pulling up short. I think he might have done his hamstring here.
I think he just cramped a bit.
It might have been cramp in the hamstring area anyway as the ball comes back over the back of the pack. That man, Bird, is laying on the tackle, but the ball has been claimed by Calivil. Lloydie Maxted's got it at ground level. He's been good all day, Lloydie Maxted. Locks the ball up in the forward line for the Calivil Demons. Up they go in the air again, knocked down to the base of the pack. Pyramid have got a couple of numbers there, but Calivil have been good. Richardson gets it, screws it across the face of the goal. Doesn't have a kind bounce. Collected there by McLennan for Pyramid Hill, and in the end, it's taken across the line in a bit of a comedy of errors there. Richard's looking up this game. No worries about that at the 20-minute mark of this last quarter.
Bruce Tops on each two. He's trying to get us back to Bendigo. Richard, he's looking at the clock, and what time is it, Richard?
5 to 5.
Oh, we're in trouble, Richard. That long kick up towards Alan Morris. He goes for it. He can't take it, though. Ball at the centre wing. Away they go. Calivil been good out there all afternoon. They've tipped it down towards half forward. Rogers can come in. He goes one way. He goes the other. He does the complete 360 and then bangs it down towards Smith. Can he get it? He's got it in the goal square. That's a fantastic pass, Jared Smith. Good work from Rogers too. And, well, he received a little bit of treatment as he took the mark, but he'll shoot from point-blank range. He's dead in front. He's looking for Calivil's 14th goal. Both Richard and Andrew didn't give them a show today. Very disappointing tips by both the two experts.
Adam Cornish at Limelight Videos has got the camera right on this one.
And here comes Jared Smith. He's banged it through for Calivil.
19, that's 33 scoring shots. Pyramid Hill, 8 goals, 4. Brucey's gone to see the police car boys, I believe. We spoke to them early as the ball comes away from midfield, almost gathered by the coach, Rossi Maxted, down into ground level. In goes Fawcett. I reckon that's Brad Fawcett. I reckon he's been Pyramid's best player today. He is still in there battling his heart out with only a few moments left to go in the match. So he has certainly acquitted himself well. A couple of cars leaving. You'd suggest they'd be Pyramid Hill supporters as they want to get out early. And taken away for Calivil from that ball in the air by Schultz. I thought he was injured, but he must be back on the ground. There's the ball in the forward pocket. Chance for Calivil to have a ping on goal again.
Rogers.
The ball is towards goal by Rogers, as Wallace said, but it's just off line. There's a long kick out towards the timekeeper's box area by Shane Gilchrist.
So the ball across half-back, a chance now for Marciani James to bang it on the boot and kick it in towards the middle. Fawcett was out there. He can run onto it now. He's got it. He's got around one Calivil opponent, and then a long hand pass up towards half forward. Carmony's the target that he is looking for down there. He can take the footy in towards the pocket. Long shot at goal. No, it's a long shot into the pocket, I should say. And where's the ball? There it is. Lost it completely, Andrew. But I've got it now, the full forwards. The full forwards got it. Chilcott. In he comes. He's kicked a couple in the first quarter, just watching Peter Bird off the play there. But there it goes off the boot. The umpire rocks back. I think he's kicked it. I think he's put it through. He has. Chilcott got his...
To anyone to learn that Chilcott is the only multiple goal kicker on the ground for Pyramid Hill. Ball almost thrown across the top of the pack there, worked out by Pyramid Hill. Alan Morris had it, then spilled it. It's down at ground level. The Calivil defence is still pretty solid across half-back. They've locked it up. Going in for Pyramid Hill to lend his support was Gillett, but doesn't matter because the umpire's indicated he's going to toss it in the air.
Andrew, start looking at some better players for Calivil United today. I know you'll find plenty because they've had lots.
Ball will be tossed in the air at half-forward. Pyramid Hill scoring into the ground, knocked down, tried to be batted down in the direction of Carmody. He can't quite get it, but it's spilled loose, almost towed off the ground on that occasion by Rawnsley. He goes at half forward, but there's been another whistle on play, and I fancy that the Pyramid Hill boys are going to get a free kick at the centre half forward, and the player who will take the free kick, well, it will be Gavin James. He's been quite good today too. Not much of him, Gavin James, but he's tried hard. He's at centre half forward now. He's going to bob a little left foot pass in. Quite good. Got Brad Fawcett on the end of it. And Fawcett now, what's he going to do? Well, he doesn't do much because he runs into a pack of Calivil players. Little screw kick around the corner by Evan Ralph, the assistant coach. Works it out towards the timekeeper's box wing. Pacey bit of play there by the Pyramid Hill players in the person of Luke Couchy, but it's loose.
5 or 6 shots on goal in the third quarter really blew the game. Second quarter really blew the game out of the Pyramid Hill's grasp.
Yeah. Daniel Smith's been okay too, Andrew.
He's played very well. He had also a good second quarter there and consistently gone through.
And you're right about Richardson. He really was the player that got them going in that second quarter. I'll just go over some of the scores because we'll be wrapping it up very quickly as we leave the ground here when the siren goes. In the under-15s in the netball, it was Midiamo 29 to Pyramid Hill 39. The under-17 and under 41, Midiamo 34, Pyramid Hill. In the C grade 36, Bears Lagoon Serpentine YCW 40. In the B grade, YCW 50 to Pyramid Hill 45. In the A grade, netball 35 Pyramid Hill to 32 Morong.
So the ball in dispute from the boundary line throw in. It's at centre half forward for the Calivil side. The Calivil side kicking to the pavilion or scoring end in this last quarter.
And Richard, in the under-17s in the football, Calivil United 5-10, 40, YCW 3-3, 21. In the reserves, Pyramid Hill 8-5, 53, YCW 6-6, 42.
Ball tossed in the air, comes down to Pyramid Hill. Laying the tackle for Calivil is Evan Ralph. He throws the player to the ground. Brock Rogers gives the ball back, and it will be taken by one of his teammates up in the direction of Fremantle. Coming from behind, Greenwood. Good fist on the ball by Greenwood. 3 each to Glenn Richardson, Andrew Fremantle and Daniel Smith, and 2 to Rossi Maxted. And for Pyramid Hill, well, I said a couple of...
Tommy.
Oh, over here.
Certainly put up a good effort. Congratulations to Calivil.
Number one, boys! Number one.
Calivil number 17 boy next to him. Number 1, Glenn Richards. Number 5, Andrew Fremantle. Number 6, Jay Climo. Number 7, Glenn Richards. Number 10, Stephen Dean. Number 11, Stephen White. Number 14, Jared Smith. Number 15, Rory Loddon. Number 21, Brad on. Number 22, Cal Smith. And the President, Brent Mitchell, to come forward, please. I'll call on Mr. Graham Hart, then you go back to the reserve, then you go back to Great year of football, all the way through the year. We've had a long time, all the same in different parts of the flag. Calivil, Loddon, Joyce, great to back home Steve, you got the Zoe, Rob the boys on, Johnson again. Is this train unstoppable, I ask you? It's not there. To present the Manly Cup to Loddon.
Sorry, mate.
Boys, lift it up.
Firstly, to Calivil, thanks for the awesome challenge and the rest of the league. It's been different the last couple of years, but I think everyone will enjoy it even more. So, thank you very much to all our guys, to the committee and all the players, to the students as well. It's been a great year, everyone's worked really hard. The juniors? Yeah, and the juniors had a win today. And all come back together, all the supporters are invited as well. We're going to race meal back there and we'll have a bloody good party. Firstly, congratulations to Calivil. They've made the outstick all year. They set the benchmark 23 weeks ago. You know, we were questioned as a team by quite a few, and a few people were starting to think we had the hunger. And then to be up at Calivil, I think really turned that bunch around. We steered ourselves, and from then on we built a bit of momentum, and it's a great team at the table, boys. So congratulations, boys.